Welcome to Vibrant Numerals, where we explore and read the vibrations of the world around us using numerology, astrology, and more, and work to apply it to our everyday life. I'm Elizabeth, and this is just a quick, short video to give you the vibrations of November. There is a longer video that you can go and check out to get all of the information and more details, but I wanted to just give you a quick overview of some of the vibrations to expect to see in this month. Or if you're watching this after, you can kind of align these with some of the things that you saw. So, first thing is that November is resonating at a 20 that's going to 2. So we have a 2 vibration here in this month, and it is not coming from an 11, where we've had previously in this year and in years before, we've had a lot of 11 energy. So here we're mostly working with this 2 energy that's allowing us to be able to get integration time. So we should be using November to really integrate the information and the energy that we've had come into our life and into our space over the whole first part of this year into our life. So anything that has changed, anything that is brand new, now is the time to be able to start integrating it, fitting it into our lives and into our being. So if you are shifting yourself, this is a time to integrate that. We can use the 9 cycles to help us do that, do some of this integration. And so we have one 9 cycle that is starting here on the 8th, and it's going all the way until here at the 16th. So this is a 9 cycle that you can use for big goals, small goals, or just in general. I will be using these to help integrate the energy that's come in, especially from this October. As we moved from September to October, there was a lot of energy that came in. And so I'll be using these 9 cycles to help me integrate that into my life so that I can feel a lot more stable and not pulled in multiple directions. We have a second 9 cycle that is starting here on the 17th and going all the way until here the 25th. So we have 2 opportunities in this month to use the 9 cycles for small steps within a bigger goal, for smaller goals, or to be able to just build up the energy to go towards a particular intention. We do have 4 of these portal days. We have one here on the 2nd, on the 11th, on the 20th, and on the 29th. These are the days where both the month and the day are resonating at the same energy. It's creating this portal that's drawing in a lot more of that energy. So these are really good days to do some self-care and integration, especially after this 11th, because after we have the 11th is where, so on the 11th is where Jupiter is going retrograde in Cancer. So this really is drawing in that nurturing self-care energy into your body. And so for these last 3 portals, we could draw in more of that energy and use it to help integrate these vibrations into us. One of the pieces of astrology we want to be aware of in this month is we do have a Mercury retrograde that is beginning here on November 9th, and it's going all the way until November 28th. When Mercury is in retrograde, we can have miscommunications. We could have problems with communications, like not being able to communicate what we're trying to get across in a succinct kind of way. And so we want to just make sure that we are slowing down, paying closer attention to our communications during this time. And so that's from the 9th until the 28th is when we have Mercury retrograde. And I think those are the really big things that we want to pay attention to in this month. It really is a calmer month, and it does give a really good opportunity to integrate energy into our space and into our lives, especially before we go into 2026, which could potentially have more big bursts of new energy. All right, so there's your November 2025 summary. Hopefully that's helpful. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell so you can get all of my videos. Bye!